So, hey guys, welcome to this brand new testimonial video. Today, I have with me a friend and somebody who's way more than just a client, right? Somebody who I have garnered, I have cherished my relationship with, and I can actually call him my brother. So, we have with us Mr. Karan Bhatia. He's going to be sharing his experience with our 12-week ISP, our incredibly simple program in which we worked on body recomposition with him. So let's just get into the interview and let's get started. So, Karan, how's it going, man?
Thank you, Mitosh. Thank you for the kind words. It's going fantastically well. You've been privy to all my comments and social media appreciation. So yeah,
Yeah.
so far so good.
Yes. So, guys, just to give you context, Karan has just completed his transformation. We've got him lean down, we've got him chiseled, and now his friends are asking him for tips per se, right? So, that being said, we'll get into all of that fun part. But, Karan, first, I'd like you to introduce yourself, tell the viewers a little bit about what do you do, where you're from, how we got in touch, and then how did the journey begin?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So I'm born and brought up in Delhi. Currently, I reside in Faridabad. I moved here about 6 to 8 months back, and by profession, I'm an HR professional. I work with an MNC in Gurgaon. Of course, it's hybrid working, but the daily commuting, etc., takes a toll on your body. So besides this, I'm also a writer, a published author, and I also, want to get my stint into stand-up comedy as well. So all of
Oh,
these are different shades of mine. And of course, I play sports during the weekend, and I share all of that with Amitoj on a real-time basis.
hmm.
So besides all of that, one thing which always, was kind of worrying me was my health. So it was not deteriorating to a great extent, but I've worked with different coaches with different, health agencies and organizations, but still, I think there was something missing.
Mhm.
And that is when I was scrolling through my Instagram and I came across ASF, Amitoj Singh. And at first I thought, his title read like virtual fitness coach, belly cutting coach, right?
Right, right.
And I was like, how can somebody do this virtually? I've worked with coaches in person, and
Mm,
I've been working with them so closely, but yet it hasn't benefited me so much.
mm,
So how will this guy help me virtually? And that is how I came across Amitoj. I clicked on the follow button, I texted him, and immediately Amitoj and his team got back to me, and that's how we started communicating and exchanging messages. So that's how our journey began.
That's great, man. Also, Karan, I mean, off the record, guys, me and Karan talk a lot. I had no idea about stand-up comedy. So after we finish this interview, you're going to tell me about that. And also, guys, before anything else, I'm going to be making a shameless plug-in. Karan is an exceptional writer. I am currently reading his novel. It's called Unburned Desire. It is on Amazon. It is on Flipkart. Please go and buy it. You are going to be enthralled by how amazing this guy's storytelling skills are. I call him Mr. Wordsmith. So, anyway, coming back to the interview now. So, Karan, you said that there was something missing with all the people that you predominantly worked with before you got in touch with us. So, after you got in touch with us and we had our initial consultation call, so could you share with our viewers a little bit about your journey on how we started and after we started, what were the changes you started to see which made you believe that, okay, now virtually also your health markers are going to improve and virtually achieving your fitness goals are possible?
Right. So I think the key difference between Amitoj and the others is that the others would make you dependent on them, and you need to have a go-to person for your health and fitness habits, how to eat, how to drink, what to do, what not to do, how to work out, etc. But Amitoj is somebody who would empower you with all that knowledge, with all those instructions which you need to have at the back of your mind so that you can lead a very healthy and positive life. And it's not just about physical, it's about overall well-being, physical and mental both. I think that is the biggest plus which I've had with Amitoj. The journey has been phenomenal. When we began, I think we began back in October. I had just shifted my house from Delhi to
Mm.
Faridabad, so I had those issues at the back of my mind. But this coach is somebody who will never, try to barge into your life, will never try to micromanage stuff, and will leave you on your own. And he will hold you accountable for what you do. So it is more like a inside out perspective rather than outside in perspective. And our journey began with simple daily check-ins. Daily check-ins, and then you look at your body at the end of the week, then you send him pictures, you send him measurements, and that's how indirectly, directly, I became more accountable for my fitness. I used to send him daily check-ins and I could see my progress happening in terms of weight, in terms of measurements. So I could see gradually the overall focus has shifted from him towards me. So I knew that when I have to send him a check-in, I need to be in a certain shape. So I knew that I had to eat right, I had to work out regularly, have my water intake properly, and complete those 8 to 10,000 steps every single day. So that's how our journey began. Of course, we had our own plus and minuses, but overall, I think it has been phenomenal.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for the detailed answer. I mean, you didn't miss out on a single point, and I am really, really happy about that. So, guys, just adding on to what Karan said, the idea behind any sort of online or virtual fitness training is that you inculcate an individual with the right confidence. So, I see this as a very big norm in the fitness fraternity, right? When you get one client, people just want to hold on to the client because, I mean, from a very commercialized perspective, that is the right thing to do. But with online training, the good part about that is that, like Karan mentioned about the accountability, there is always somebody who's going to check and guide you in the right direction. But ultimately, the whole journey is about you inculcating a level of confidence in yourself so that you can be on your own after the coach is done. Because no matter, you might have the best coach in the world, right? But if you're dependent on that coach, as soon as the coach vanishes from your life, your results are going to go down to zilch, to zero. So that is one thing that even when I started ASF, I uh, paid a lot of attention to make sure that my ASF family, my ASF superstars, as we all call them with love, they should be accountable to me, but they should also be confident and not dependent. Because confidence only comes when you do things yourself, you make errors, and then you come out victorious on the other end, and then you realize that, okay, I've done it once, now I can do it again. So I hope we were able to inculcate the same confidence within you, Karan. Would you agree to that?
No, no, absolutely, absolutely. Another example which I can, call out is that I stay with my family and
Hmm.
I have my own limitations in terms of workout, in terms of eating habits, etc.
Hmm.
And today, some people texted me and asked me if you have been taking steroids and stuff like that. And I
Oh.
said, no, we completely stick to
Hmm.
homemade food, ghar ka khana. And the best part is that Amitoj will help you to understand your daily dietary habits, what you need to intake, what you need to increase, what you need to decrease, how to add protein, so that you don't have to make any massive changes in your lifestyle. You can stick to what you do, and despite of that, you can gain best level of fitness.
Awesome, awesome. And talking about, steroids, this is the norm in fitness. Everybody who works hard, becomes a person who's taking steroids. People accuse me of taking steroids. In fact, I get 2, 3 daily hate DMs saying that, why are you promoting and saying that, people can eat ghar ka khana and still have a physique. But again, it's one of those things that you need to experience in your life to understand the reality behind it. And guys, what happened after the Ghar Ka Khana and the accountability and just making sure that we got our basics right? We are going to show the before and after. And I'll tell the editor to show it a million times so that you guys also receive value through this interview and see that, what you are seeking for with the right knowledge, with the right guidance, and with the right form of accountability can be achieved. Because food per se is food, right? And if you understand your nutrition and exercise well, you won't even need steroids. In fact, nobody does. I've never done it, and I never tell any of my clients to do it as well. But anyway, coming back to the interview and the wonderful conversation that we're having with Karan. So, Karan, you said you worked with trainers before, right? And you've had coaches who kind of push or micromanage stuff, like you were saying. They push their own line of thought. So, how was this different from a quintessential fitness approach, wherein you just go to the gym and they tell you to go 6 days a week, and then they only tell you to eat boiled foods, wherein you don't have a life on your own. So how was this completely different from what did you do? And also tell our viewers how many days you worked out and how did you manage while you were traveling as well? Because that is one thing I'm sure a lot of people would want.
Well, start with the three different kind of coaches or institutions I joined in the past. One was completely from a workout perspective. One was completely from a diet perspective. And the third one was a combination of both. Now, the first one, when I would work out really hard, I felt amazing for those 50 minutes. But when I went back home, I didn't know what to eat. And that again spoiled my entire health. The other one was completely focused on diet. So even though I improved my diet, but again, I was not working out. I didn't know cardio. I didn't know strength training, what to do, what not to do. So again, that went down the drain. And third was a combination of both, which could have gone well, but again, they wanted to stick with their own line of thought and they wanted me to uh, adapt to their practices, which was not acceptable to me because, like I said, I stay with my family, so I have my own limitations in terms of eating, in terms of workout, etc. So that was the refreshing change which I came across with Amitoj because he never asked me to say no to anything in terms of eating, and that might surprise the listeners today. But yeah, of course, that's exactly been our line of thought. Even when we were trying to, start our peak week and I had my apprehension, they said, go ahead and do your binge eating for the next 2, 3 days. But when we start from zero and then there's no looking back. So the point I'm trying to say is there you will never find a coach who will be so convincing and asking you to eat to your full, and that can be binge eating. But again, coming back to the basics, because he has empowered you and taught you all those basics in terms of your daily dietary habits, what you need to intake, carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, fiber, etc., and the workout which you are supposed to do. I think you are holding yourself accountable and you know what am I supposed to do, what am I not supposed to do. So when I go out to the market, I do not binge eat by myself because I know there are certain limitations and I'm accountable for my own body. I hope that answered your question, Namito. Did I miss
Yes.
any part?
Yes,
You were
that
long.
answered the first part of the question. There are two more parts. One is how many days you worked out, right? You can tell about the peak week as well. Peak week was intense, guys. So this was what got him those real abs, and we do that for people who really want to do it. It's an optional thing, but Karan wanted to pursue it. Second thing, you also traveled a lot, right? And you and I, we had our bit of tiffs and our discussions when you used to travel because your weight would go up and then I would reprimand you. So tell us a little bit about that as well. So how many days you worked out, how you manage the travel and fitness, because that is something a lot of people would also want to know. I know I'm asking you a lot of questions, but I'm excited equally as you are.
Sure, sure. Yeah. So I would work out generally in a week about 5 to 6 days. And this would be a combination of strength training plus cardio. On average, I would work out about 45 to 50 minutes per day. And this would be over and above the 10K steps, which I would do every day without fail, right? And this workout was a combination of chest, back, bicep, tricep, shoulders, and legs. And of course, we add up the cardio part, which again was intensive. And the surprising element was I did all these workouts at home. I did not go to any gym. I did not waste my time commuting to a gym, coming back, etc. I would do this after my office hours because I had the time, I had the flexibility, and I could do it even 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. There's no going back from there. That was the best part. That through resistance bands, I could increase weight as per my potential, and I could easily and flexibly work out from home without any dependency on anybody in this world. That was the bestest part for me. And
Awesome.
now coming to the travel part, of course, in the span of last 5, 6 months, I've had 2, 3 travels. I have one more upcoming in the next.
Yes.
So those travels were quite expansive to say because they impacted my health to a certain extent. But again, Amitoj had given me a formula of GPRS. So whenever you go out, have grilled, poached, roasted, and sauteed kind of food. And of course, if you have a heavy meal, then you can skip one major meal because that helps to balance out the overall nutrients for the day. So I kept those things in mind, which did not kind of fully hampered what I had achieved from a fitness perspective in the last week. And that's how my travel plans also were not thwarted completely. I could enjoy my travel, I could enjoy my food, and yet I came back. I was absolutely fine. I did not put on too much weight. I did not lose on any muscle.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So just to add like a couple of points to what Karan said. So this is something which he's talking about extensively. So we at ASF, we understand that fitness is a holistic approach. Like Karan mentioned, Firstly, that there was a workout centric approach that he tried. Then he thought, okay, I need to try a diet centric approach, and then he tried to amalgamate both the things. So when it comes to fitness, right, it is about your entire lifestyle. So once people get fit, it's not the body which transforms; it's also your mindset, and that is what keeps your results in for the long run. And that was my aim from day one. And as a result of which, so what Karan is talking about, the GPRS and the skipping meals part, of course, I mean, do that with caution because you guys don't know how to do it. That's a part of the travel guidelines that we give to people who work with us. So we have everything covered on how you can travel, maintain your weight, and not lose your muscle, so that you don't give up on your life just because you're pursuing fitness, because everything needs to continue hand in hand. Also, another thing, Karan is a workout enthusiast. He told you earlier in the interview as well that he's somebody who feels refreshed and absolutely fresh while he completes a workout. A lot of times he would just message me at like 10:30 in the night and tell me, Amitoj, I feel awesome. I did a workout, right? So for him, a 5-6 day workout split from home was ideal. But then if you've seen other interviews, there have been also other people who worked out 3 times a week. They didn't enjoy working out that much, but it still worked out for them. So it's very, very customized per se on what are the things you actually enjoy. But again, one amazing takeaway, which if you guys missed out from Karan's journey so far, is that he mentioned something really amazing, and I would like to reiterate it. He said that, because he could work out from home, there was a sense of freedom that even at 10 in the night, 11 in the night, he could do it. So when somebody is ready to work out, even at 10 in the night, that person, you understand that that person has such a rock solid mindset and will definitely transform. You know why? Because now he has developed that one key component that is absolutely necessary for success. Would you like to tell me, Karan, what that component is? I always talk about it on the weekly calls. You make a guess, no?
Uh, Discipline, not motivation.
Great. Intent. Intent. He was very close. Intent. So when somebody is ready to work out and says, okay, no worries, I have my 30, 40 minutes of workout and I'll do it at 10 in the night, nobody can stop me. Now, when you have that mindset, every excuse is going to become very, very small for you. Oh, okay. I had a busy day today. So what? I can still work out. I can still follow the diet. Okay, I couldn't work out today, but I can at least follow my diet. So these are the kind of people, who actually get results and get amazing results. Like you've seen, in his before and after. So always remember, Karan backed it up with a lot of intent. And that is how these results were achieved as a part of the amazing teamwork that Karan I and Team ASF built together, right? And fitness is holistic. I hope the team was also able to help you, Karan. The doctor support and everything was also there whenever Karan needed it. So, Karan, okay, a lot of discussions, a lot of preachy thoughts. So, what are your future plans right now? Now that, we've achieved the epitome of leanness, our BMI is normalized, our health is in check. अब क्या करें आगे?
So now I think I'll focus more on the strength part, build more of my muscle, and kind of bulk up to certain extent, because the initial intent was to become lean, which we have achieved now. So now this is phase two, and of course the journey hasn't ended. In fact, it has just started. So we'll now
Amazing.
bulk up and add more muscle, and we'll get back to the strength training mode from tomorrow.
Awesome, awesome. So, guys, just to add up on this, Karan is still with us. We have, some time left in our regime, and we are helping him gain lean muscle, right? So the abs are there, the lean chiseled physique is there. Now it's time to fill him up a little and make it much, much more sustainable and viable for him in the long run. So we are working on that together, and hopefully Karan will show us some amazing progress, and we'll post some amazing pictures of Karan on our Instagram as well. Okay. Hope that's good.
I look forward to that eagerly.
Same here, brother. Same here. So, final question to Karan, right? We've had a great discussion so far. So, Karan, what would you say to the people who are watching this video, who are just like you, maybe who are HR professionals like you, who are entrepreneurs, who are busy people like you, who live with their family, right? And they are struggling to, juggle their health, their career, their relationships. They want to get started. They know that the health, their health is the priority, but something is holding them back. It could be finances, it could be, not having time, it could be lack of motivation, it could be their busy schedule. And they are just on the edge, but they are not able to get started. So what would you say to those people regarding your journey of, us working together?
See, we human beings have a tendency to put the blame on external factors every single time. So stop doing that. I think that's my one key takeaway. Stop doing that and hold yourself fully accountable. So in HR, in my profession, what we do is when we do a leadership training, we kind of do it in a way that that particular employee holds his success accountable to his own performance. So the output is linked with him. So when he's about to achieve something, he will go back to his coach, his mentor, his manager, and will set them the goals and will let them know that this is what I have achieved in the past 6 months, 12 months, whatever. So coming back to this, nothing is impossible, but you have to hold this entire piece together in your mind and train your mind in a way that it nudges you to eat well, to do it regularly, to do all those basic things regularly. I spoke to a couple of my friends today and I gave them a few simple tips, incorporate protein in your meals, eat whatever you are doing, 10K steps per day and 3 to 4 liters of water. And they were completely amazed. They said, "Arey, ये तो आराम से हो जाएगा." मैंने कहा, आराम से हो जाएगा. Just do it regularly, consistently. Discipline is the key. Please do not focus on motivation. It'll come and it'll go. It's more for a fleeting moment. But your discipline, your consistency, and your intent will take you to the end. So please stick to these three.
Great, great. I think Karan is somewhat a coach himself now. Because anyway, in our group as well, on our weekly calls too, I was telling this to Karan before we started recording this, that I said, Karan, now you'll have to help me mentor other people because your journey is a testimony to what a normal person can achieve if he sets his mind to it. And with very simple things, right? I mean, Karan just summed it up for you, right? He gave you the recipe in this interview as well. So just listen to what Karan said intently, start on your fitness journey. And other than that, I would just say that this pretty much concludes the testimonial interview that Karan and I had planned for you guys. So I would like to thank you, Karan, for taking out time from your busy schedule. And I would want to wish you all the best for your future endeavors in regards to, or not with fitness, but in other things as well. And I would pray that, you keep achieving success and you keep crushing it in all areas of your life and also improve and maintain the results that we've achieved together, right? So, guys, this is it. I seriously hope you received some value out of this and got motivated to begin your fitness journey with us. Not tomorrow, day after, or next month, but today itself. Whatever your fitness goals, we here at Team ASF are here to help you achieve them in a quick, rightful, and sustainable manner. We are going to be soon back with another testimonial. Until then, I am Coach Amitoj from Team ASF signing off, and with me is Mr. Karan Bhatia signing off too. So bye-bye, guys. Take care and have a good day.
Thank you, Amitoj. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.